Caitanya. Jaya Jaya Gaura Chandra Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Jaya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Dhanya. Jaya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Dhanya. Jaya Jaya Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Gana. Jaya Shrota Gana Yara Gaura Pranadhana. Okay, so we are discussing whatever Prabhuji has opened randomly. So what comes in front of me? This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu residing in Śrī Jagannath Puri Dham. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was resting in ecstatic love, the Maharaj Pratap Rudra entered into the garden. So this is a pastime of Śrī Jagannath Rath Yatra. When Jagannath Rath Yatra happens in Orissa every year, so Jagannath Rath stopped where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was sitting. It's called as Jagannath Vallabh Garden, nearby Jagannath Puri. Have you seen that? Jagannath Vallabh Garden. It's a garden which is of jackfruits. And Jagannath likes to eat jackfruit every day. So there are many pastimes. We every year go to Puri and we sit down under those trees where Jagannath stole jackfruit through devotees. So pastimes comes, there was a devotee called Raghu. He was very surrendered to Śrī Jagannath Bhagavan. But he was not allowed to enter into the Puri Dham because of his low caste. Because Puri temple has some rules and regulations. They say only the orthodox Hindus can come inside the temple. So at that time, Raghu wanted to serve Jagannath. So one day, one devotee told Raghu that you can offer any fruit through the chakra on the head of the Jagannath temple. So Raghu brought some mangoes and wanted to go inside and offer it to Lord Jagannath. But due to some restrictions, he could not enter. So he just took his hands on the sky and shown it to the chakra on the head of the temple, the dome. Suddenly the mangoes disappeared. So people said, oh, he is a magician. So they said, I'm not a magician, I'm just a simple devotee, bhakta of Lord Jagannath. Then later on, some pujari said, what kind of magic you are showing in the gate of Lord Jagannath? Throw him away. So he said, okay, you can push me, no problem. So many mangoes disappeared from his hand. Later on, some pujaris, those who are called as Shringari Pandas, those who do Shringar of Lord Jagannath, they came up running. We don't know what happened. There are a lot of the mango, there's inside there is a seed, big seed of mango. So the remnants of the mangoes are on the altar area. So how it's happening? Who was there? So people came in search of Raghu and they paid obeisances. We are very sorry. We do not understand you. You are such an exalted person. So similarly, one night, Lord Jagannath came in the dreams of Raghu and said, Raghu, you are such an exalted person. I want jackfruit from your hand. So Raghu said, for where I can get jackfruit? I don't know. So there is a garden of king, which is called as Jagannath Vallabh Garden now. It was king's garden. So Jagannath said, we both will go and steal jackfruit. So Raghu said, but I don't know how to steal. And Krishna in the form of Jagannath said, I am a very experienced stealer. I can teach you how to steal. In Vrindavan, I used to steal a lot of buttermilk. So come on, I will teach you tonight. Okay, so Jagannath and Raghu both went to the jackfruit garden. And then that person Raghu asked, what should I do now? Jagannath said, go on the top of a tree. Can you climb? He says, I can climb for you. So he climbed top of a tree. And when he reached on the topmost branch of a tree, then asked Jagannath, could you get the proper jackfruit, proper ripened jackfruit? Yes, yes, very ripened, very sweet. Okay, then throw it from there. Oh, but I will throw, it will burst out on the ground. Don't worry, I will catch. So Raghu thrown the jackfruit and Jagannath told that I will catch it. But when he thrown, Jagannath disappeared and it burst on the ground. Very, very good sound, great sound happened on the ground. So the gardener came running. Who is there? In the night, king's garden, who is there? So Raghu was on the top of a branch. So the gardener hold him and come down. Okay, now tell me, what are you doing? So I was just stealing for Lord Jagannath. You are a liar, you are doing this, you are hungry, you are a thief. Many criticism he listened. Later on this news goes to the king of Puri, Jagannath Puri. So the king of Puri called him, why are you stealing? He told all the story, that because of Lord Jagannath. So king said, okay, I accept you because in previous time also mango disappeared from your hand. We accept your story that Lord Jagannath wanted jackfruit from your hand. So from that day, still in Puri, every day in food bhoga, jackfruit is there. So that garden is called as Jagannath Vallabh garden. Jagannath Vallabh means most loving garden of Jagannath. So every year when the Rath Yatra comes, stops near the Jagannath Vallabh garden. Some arati has been done, puja is done. So in this pastime, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was remembering Sri Vrindavan Dham. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was resting in ecstatic love of Sri Vrindavan Dham. And Maharaj Prataprudra was the king at that time, and 500 years back. So this temple of Puri installed by King Indradyumna, whereas after many yugas, in the recent 500 years back, Prataprudra was the king. And nowadays, Raja Gajapati is the Raja, king, Raja Gajapati. So, king is, from the very beginning, king is very close of Lord Jagannath. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never met king because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Visher anna khaila dusht haila man nahi Krishna smaran. If you eat food cooked by the non-devotees, then you cannot remember Krishna. Visher anna khaila dusht haila man. Your mind will become dushta. And dushta haila man nahi Krishna smaran. Then you cannot remember Krishna. So food has a very important value in Krishna consciousness. Ahara shuddho chitta shuddhi. Chitta shuddhi jivan mukti. If your food is proper, your consciousness become clean, and then you can remember Krishna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu even never met king. Many devotees requested, king is very good devotee, wants to meet you, devotee of Lord Jagannath. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, no, I can't meet material people. King is a material person, I cannot meet him. So King Prataprudra was taught by devotees that when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, while Jagannath Rath Yatra, goes and sleeps in Vallabh garden and he remembers Vrindavan Dham, if you go there and serve him, may he accepts you as a devotee. So here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is resting, Eimata Prabhu Achena Premara Avesha Hena Kale Prataprudra Karila Pravesha. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in ecstatic love of Sri Vrindavan Dham. And here, Hena Kale, that time, Prataprudra entered into the Jagannath Vallabh garden. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, the head pujari of Jagannath Puri Dham, the king had given up his royal dress and now entered into the garden in the dress of a Vaiṣṇava. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never met him because of the reason he is in a non-devotee dress. So Krishna accepts people in devotee dresses also. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was lying down and Prataprudra entered into the garden in a Vaishnav dress. So this is Srila Prabhupada writes in this purport, it is difficult to approach people to distribute books because people are unfamiliar with the traditional saffron or white robes of the devotees. Devotees have therefore inquired whether they can wear European American dresses before the general people. From the instruction given to King Prataparudra by Sarvam Bhattacharya, we can understand that we may change our dress in any way to facilitate our service. When our members change their dress to meet the people, public, introduce our books, they are not breaking the devotional principles. The real principle is to spread the Krishna consciousness movement. Anyone changed into regular Western dress for this purpose, there is no objection. So one can wear Western dress only for preaching or for work also, because you're working somewhere, it's okay. But when you are in temple premises, we should always in a Vaishnav dress, we should come. We should come in a Vaishnav dress. So here in 2 payars, this Chaitanya Charitamrita is called as payar. Gita is called as shlokas. Manas Charitra, Ramcharitamanas is called as dohas, chandas. And here it is called as payars. In 2 payars, 2 instructions been given by Srila Prabhupada. One is food, another is a dress. Vaishnav etiquette. Yesterday night we were discussing about Vaishnav etiquette is the ornament of a devotee. Like a married woman, if does not dress up like a married woman, she cannot be considered as a married woman. Similarly, a devotee who is not following Vaishnav etiquette cannot be considered as a devotee. So, for preaching purpose, yes, we can change. Like we go to some of the areas in Gulf countries where restriction of wearing the Western, Vedic clothes. So devotees change themselves. Even the sannyasis change their robes and they go for preaching purpose. But the moment they enter into the spiritual place, they change back to their own robes. So it's allowed, but only for preaching purpose, not for or for work, not other than this. So Maharaj Prataparudra was so humble that he folded hands, he first took permission from all devotees, and with great courage he fell down, paid obeisances, and touched the lotus feet of the Lord. Third instruction: when you meet any devotee, we have to pay obeisances, yes, and touch the lotus feet of the Lord. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was lying on the ground with his eyes closed and ecstatic love and emotions of Vrindavan Dham. King very expertly began to massage his legs. So Prataparudra king started massaging the legs. The king began to recite a verse about the Raslila from Śrīmad Bhagavatam. He recited a chapter beginning with the word Jayati te dikam. So this is a Gopi Geet. He started singing. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard the Gopi Geet, this verse Jayati te dikam, so Mahaprabhu remembered that I was Krishna in Vrindavan Dham. And gopis were searching for me because in the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's incarnation or in the form, Krishna took the bhava of Srimati Radharani. And Radharani is the preeminent gopis among all the gopis singing the Gopi Geet. So Radharani bhav came here, and in that mode of separation, that gopis were left alone by Sri Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's become lot of separation mood came up. Parikiya bhava. Sunite sunite Prabhur santosha apar. Bolo 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 Prabhu bolo bar bar. Mahaprabhu said, do not stop with only one verse. Continuously keep speaking these verses without saying who is singing. Jai Jai Gauranga Nityananda ki Jai. Go on reciting, keep reciting. As soon as the king recited the verses beginning with the word Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavibhirinitam Kalmashapham Shravana Mangalam Śrīmad. So Bhurida Jana. So when this verse, this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu becomes so much engrossed in this verse. Tav katha amritam. O Krishna, gopis are singing, your verses, your kathas are like nectar. Tav katha amritam tapta jivanam. One person who is burning in this material world, stress, anxiety all around, and is burning into this fire of material existence at that time. Only like when forest fire, wildfire is there, only the cloud rain can help. So the Guru's mercy or the Krishna Katha is the only procedure which can help us in this. Tava Katha Amritam Tapta Jivanam. So the people, those who are burning, it's like a nectar, it's like rainwater, and helps us. And people, those who distribute your kathas, Bhurida Jana, they are the best donors. So sometimes we think Gaudan is the best dan. People say Kanyadan is the best dan. Then people say Annadan is the best dan. Some says Vidyadan is the best dan. So that's why we do so many charity programs. You do book distribution and Vidyadan. Food for Life Annadan. Samuhik Vivaha programs. So it's called as Kanyadan. So there are many things we do. But the best donation is Krishna Katha Dan. So gopis are saying they are the best donors. Bhurida Jana. Nobody can compete with the person who is distributing Katha without any motivation behind it. He's the best donor in front of Krishna's eyes. And same thing Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Ya idam paramam guhyam mat bhakteshu abhidasate bhaktimai param kritvam evam ishasi asanshayam. No doubt, O Arjuna, a person who is distributing this knowledge to my devotees is most dear one among all the people doing so many services. Somebody is doing deity worship, somebody is cleaning floor, somebody is cooking food, all are good services. For Krishna's eyes, everyone is equal. Krishna says, Samoham sarva bhuteshu, na dvesho nasti na priya. Nobody is my enemy, nobody is my close. I am samoham, equal to all. But ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya, one who devoted to me completely, I do special service for them. So what is that special service? Preaching is a special service. So in ISKCON society also, we can find many devotees, but very difficult to find a preacher of Krishna consciousness. So everybody has to become a preacher of Krishna consciousness. This is the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Prithvite ache yata nagaradigram sarvatra prachar haibumuranam. The name which I brought, the holy name Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That should be distributed among each and everyone. So this kathas of Krishna is very powerful. Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kavi bhirnitam kalmashapaham. So it should be heard from only. It is not that anybody is preaching and everybody is listening. We have to be very focused in hearing. So many instructions of Vaishnav etiquette is coming in this. First as food habits, then the clothing habits, then paying obeisances, and now about hearing. In Puranas, it is written that we should not hear from non-Vaishnav person. Non-Vaishnav. Now how will you understand who is a Vaishnava and who is non-Vaishnava? Because anybody can put tilak and can speak. We have to understand by the symptoms and the knowledge of that person. One person who has the knowledge about all the Shastras, detail, Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam, who has done the Brahmanishta. Nishtha, you understand Nishtha? Determination. Brahmanishta means determination in the lotus feet of Brahma, Parabrahma, only by Shrotriyam, hearing, not by any other process. That by faith, I come from a Hindu family, I have a faith for Krishna. Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. So we found many devotees are Brahmanishta. They are determined in Krishna, but nobody is Shrotriyam. They don't hear properly. So for hearing properly, we need to have a Kavi Bhiri. Kavi Bhiri means a person who is exalted in explanation of the Shastras. Kavi Bhirinitam, Iditam describes in very great detail, and then he will drive away all kinds of sin because you are hearing from a exalted person. We should make a point, never hear from devotee or a person who is not following the rules in personal life. No, never hear. So it is said, never hear from non-Vaishnava. Like there's a milk pot, milk, a cup of milk is in front of you, and you are drinking the milk, but you don't know snake came and put the poison inside that milk. Putam hari katha amritam kartavyam nahi shravan. Your kartav, your duty is not to hear from person who is a non-Vaishnava. Avaishnavat mukhod grinam putam hari katha amritam. Avaishnavat mukhod grinam. If somebody is a Avaishnava, who can be a devotee of any other demigod or Nirakar or Mayavad, but he is a Avaishnava. Avaishnavat mukhod grinam putam hari katha amritam. Though hari katha is amrita, is a nectar, but hearing from a mouth of somebody who is a non-Vaishnava. Avaishnavat mukhod grinam putam hari katha amritam kartavyam nahi shravanasya. Your duty is not to hear. Yatha poyam, because it is like a poison whose snake has bitten, but you can understand because in looking it is like a milk only. So never hear from that person. So we need to understand from whom to hear. Rupa Goswami said, Sajatiya suisnigdha sota varaha sangha. Rupa Goswami gave an instruction. Sajatiya. Always hear from like-minded devotees. Sajatiya. Who comes in your jati. ISKCON people, and then also from like-minded. Somebody is deviated or somebody is reading and speaking something else, is not following Shastras, it should be Sajatiya. Then comes Susnigdha, means person who is following in his personal life, very exalted person. Susnigdha. And then Swatoho Varaha, who is respecting the great Acharyas. Swatoho Varaha. So these are three mool basic requirements of hearing from someone. It's not that we open our YouTube channel and we come from India. Oh, he's a South Indian. Oh, he's a Gujarati. Oh, he's a Bengali. No. If you hear this consciousness, the seed of bhakti will vanish. Like if I give you a seed which is boiled in water and I ask you to grow it, will it grow? So boiling seeds never grow. So when we hear from person who is Avaishnavad mukhod grinam putam hari katamritam, so it will boil the seed of devotion, bhakti-latā-bīja, and creeper will never come out of your seeds. So we need to hear Harikatha from a very defined person who comes in ISKCON, who is following the senior acharyas, devotees, and applying in his personal life. So Shravana Mangalam Śrīmad. Shravana Mangalam, only by hearing Harikatha, it gives all the spiritual benefits. Shravanam. So bhakti starts in Navadha Bhakti, starts from Shravanam only. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam. Starts with Shravanam. So Prabhupada in one lecture says, all are best. You can follow any of the process. Like Shukadev Goswami was a good Kirtaniya. He's an Acharya of Kirtan. He spoke for 7 days, 7 nights, Bhagavat Katha, without any break. 7 days, 7 nights. Oh, he can speak, he's in ecstasy, he's a parrot of Srimati Radharani. Shuka, Shriya Shuka. But what about the listener? Parikshit became the king, the Acharya of Sravanam, because he heard Śrīmad Bhagavatam not for 2 hours every day. 7 days, 7 nights, 24 hours. We go for a break, prasadam, questions. Parikshit was hearing Śrīmad Bhagavatam for 7 days, 7 nights continuously. When 4 days went away, then Parikshit was asked by Shukadev Muni, 4 days have gone, you have not taken water even? I should bring some water for you. Said, no, don't talk about water. Because water was the prime cause of coming here. So don't talk about water. Because of the water, I asked in the Shramik Rishi ashram and I could not get water. Then Shringi gave me the curse. And that's why I am here. So do not talk about water. So he did not even took a sip of water in whole Saptaha of Bhagavad Gita. So there is a procedure of hearing Śrīmad Bhagavad Gita. This is mentioned in Padma Puran, the 20 rules and regulations of following up Bhagavad Gita. It's not like good prasadam, good decoration, that is external. But the Katha Vachak has to follow certain rules and the Katha Shrota has to follow certain rules. To sleep on the floor, follow the Vedic rules, brahmacharya life for 7 days, inviting maximum of your relatives and friends as much as you can, do hard work so that everybody can have that benefit. Hearing with great rapt attention at the time of Śrīmad Bhagavatam. Attention should be, it's not like we are chanting and hearing or we are writing, we are working on mobiles and hearing. No, rapt attention is required. You can make notes other than no other activity. Rapt attention is required. So, and the Shrota should be with Utkantit Bhav, the neck should be up. That's why Vyasasana is given on a top position. It does not mean that the person who is speaking is very great. No, it is right because the hearers, the listeners can have a upper neck, Utkantit Bhava. Otherwise, if we are on same platforms, the person will fall asleep. So the Vyasasana is on a top platform. There should be some banana trees, Vedic rules. And the Katha Vachak also has to take a vow that I will not eat more than once or twice, whatever rules, I will eat only this much, I will do this, I will follow this. Some certain rules, austerity should be done. And Katha Vachak should speak from the Shastras, nothing of his own mind should be given. Music should be only related to the Shastras, no dancing music can be used. So certain rules is given in the Shastra, Padam Purana. So all this, if you do Shravana Mangalam, only by hearing, it will bring all the auspiciousness, spiritual benefits to anyone who just come and hear Śrīmad Bhagavatam. Śrīmad, he will get Śrīmad. So sometimes some people become very happy. Oh, I am organizing Bhagavad Saptah. Now I will get Śrī, lot of money, Śrīmad. So it's no doubt Shudra, if he hears Bhagavad Katha, will get lot of services, great services. A Vaishya, if he hears Bhagavad Katha for 7 days continuously, he will get lot of money. If a Kshatriya hears Śrīmad Bhagavad Katha for 7 days, he will get lot of power to fight. And Shri Gaur Sundar ki jai. If a Brahmana hears Bhagavad Katha, he will get lot of knowledge. But if a devotee hears Śrīmad Bhagavad Katha, he will get lot of Krishna Prem. Lot of Krishna Prem. So, Shri here does not only means the money or the power. Shri is opulence. So, every Varna has different opulence. Brahman has the opulence of knowledge. Kshatriya has the opulence of power. Vaishya has the opulence of wealth. And Shudra has the opulence of service. And the devotee has the opulence of Krishna Prem. So the spiritual powers devotee will get. All the spiritual. Śrīmad, he will get all the Shri, all the opulence of spiritual life. Whatever is required. And Bhuvi Granantiye, in this material world, Bhuvi, the Bhuvan, this material earth planet, Granantiye, one who chant. Grananti means one who chant and spreads. One who chants, this Harikatha and spreads among the people, loving devotees. So they are called as Bhurida Jana, the most beneficial person in the world. That is power. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard this verse, so he started saying, Bhurida Bhurida boli kare alingana, ino nahi jane iho hayakon jana. Even he was not knowing who the person is. So one who distributes the knowledge, just see the connection. One who distributes the knowledge, Mahaprabhu is not going to see the qualification, who is a Brahmana or Kshatriya or Vaishya or Shudra. He is distributing. Ino nahi jane, iho hai kon jan, he is who is him? He is a king, he is a Kshatriya, he is not a Brahman, but Bhurida Bhurida boli kari alingan. He embraced Pratap Rudra. So the Pratap Rudra was in the arms of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu is crying in tears because of remembering Krishna and the Gopi Geet, and Pratap Rudra is crying. After so many efforts, finally Mahaprabhu accepted me as a devotee. Both are crying in tears. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu's mercy was aroused because of king's previous services. Without asking who he was, Lord immediately bestowed mercy upon him. Without even inquiring about the king, the Lord made everything successful. So Prabhupada is writing, Ei dekha Chaitanya kripa mahabale tar anushandhan vina karya safale. Without even inquiring, all the mental requirements or desires of the king were fulfilled. So just you preach, you don't know how things will happen. Krishna will make all the arrangements for you. Pratap Rudra, desires fulfilled. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy is so powerful that it acts automatically. You do not need to ask, Prabhu, bless me, I want mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Prabhu, please pray to Lord. No. Just serve Lord with dedication. You need not to demand. Krishna will automatically, it's automatic process. Like you go to some malls and there are sensor gates. Do you need to press button or ask a guard, let me enter? Just you there, automatically the gates open. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy is preaching. I am a gardener, Mahaprabhu says. I brought the prema phal, but I need lot of people to distribute this prema phal. So one who distributes it, Mahaprabhu becomes so happy that the gates automatically open, so mercy gates. If a person renders loving service to Krishna, it never goes in vain. It is recorded in the spiritual accounts. Somebody is doing worshipping, somebody is cleaning a floor. Don't think that nobody is here. Like Prabhuji said, less of devotees here because people are preparing for evening classes. So, even one person is there, even no one is there. If preaching is there, I can preach to walls. Mahaprabhu is listening. My consciousness is listening. Think like that. Never your service go in vain. It is recorded in the spiritual account and due time it will fructify. So karma beach, jnana beach, there is karma beach, ajnana beach, and other beach is called as bhakti beach. So if you sow karma beach, you will get the karma reactions. Whatever we are getting now, we say it is past life karma. So what we have sown? Karma beach. Whatever action we do, that is called as karma beach. Then whatever knowledge we acquire, it's called as jnana beach. When we do spiritual practices, devotional service called as bhakti beach. So when we sow, that plant will come. If you sow mango seed, jackfruit will come? No. So people sow ninda beach, criticism. People sow jealousy beach, the seed of jealousy, the seed of enviousness, the seed of complaints, the seed of criticism. So what will appear? If you're complaining about someone, you're sowing a seed, later on you will get a fruit of that complaint. Somebody is complaining about you. If you're criticizing someone, sowing a seed, wait, it will come. A fructify, that seed will come, somebody will criticize you. So before something coming out of your mind, words and actions, mansa vacha karma, just think a small line, what I am sowing. बोए बीज बबूल को तो आम कहां से होए. If you are sowing a seed of thorns, there will be no fruit will appear. Mango will not appear. So it's very important. And when our next birth will happen, all the karmas we have done, the Gyan karma, the karma bij, the Gyan bij and the bhakti bij, all will assemble together. It is called a sanchit karma, accumulation of all the bijas, and will appear in other life. Sometimes we like to chant Hare Kṛṣṇa. Sometimes we become depressed because of some devotee treated me badly. Sometimes we become, it's okay, I do not want to go to temple. Sometimes very enthusiastic. So why these different moods, swings are coming? Because different karma bij, jnana bij, bhakti bij, we have. The fruits are coming up right now. So this is confirmed by Bhagavad Gita. Swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayato maheto bhayat. If you do small activity for Krishna, Krishna will going to protect you from the danger sign. In this endeavor, there is no loss and no diminution. And little advancement on the path of Krishna can protect you from the dangerous type of fears. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has particularly bestowed upon all fallen souls in this age the most potent method of devotional service. So whosoever takes to it through the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately elevated to the transcendental position. Śrīmad Bhagavatam says, Yagya Sankirtan Praya Yantahi Sumedha. Sumedha means? Not intelligent, very intelligent. Medha means intelligent. Sumedha means very intelligent. A student of Krishna consciousness must receive Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mercy, then his devotional service will quickly succeed. So, one past time I am remembering, you might have heard that there was a Brahmin in South India. When Mahaprabhu was doing a South Indian tour, out of the age of 48 years of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did pastimes on the earthly planet. 24 years he was in Navdeep Dham, and 24 years he was in Jagannath Puri after sannyas. So out of 24 years, 6 years he was traveling in South India. 18 years he was in Jagannath Puri Dham. And out of that 18 years also, 2 months he was in Śrī Vrindavan Dham. So 17 years, 10 months he was in Jagannath Puri Dham. Exactly if we calculate. So Mahaprabhu went to South India and he found in Sri Rangam, Sri Ranganath Swami, which is the main headquarter of Sri Sampradaya. So he found that one person reading Bhagavad Gita, and the Bhagavad Gita was turned around, opposite, and the book was like this, and he was reading Bhagavad Gita like this, and crying in tears. So Mahaprabhu saw and surprisingly found that he's holding the book upside down, and he's crying. How he cannot read properly, he do not know how to hold book, and he's crying. So he went nearby and he asked, "Hey Brahmana, why are you crying in tears? And you are holding this book like this." So he said, "I am illiterate person. I cannot read." "Then why are you crying?" "My Guru Maharaj asked me to read Bhagavad Gita every day. He don't know that I am illiterate person. But as an instruction of my Guru Maharaj, the power of instructions. Every day I am reading Bhagavad Gita, though I don't know." So then Mahaprabhu said, "That's good if you are following your Guru Maharaj, but what's the purpose of your tears?" He said, "I saw on the front page of Bhagavad Gita a chariot riding Krishna and Arjuna on the backside, standing with bow and arrow. So if Arjuna wants to go on the battlefield, he is guiding Krishna with his feet go on right, he kicks on the right side of Krishna. Can you kick the deities? If you want to go on the left side, he's kicking on the left side. And if you want to pause, he's pressing on the back of Krishna. Thinking this, how merciful Krishna is. It brings tears in my eyes. Mahadayalu avatar, Krishna, so merciful. If somebody has kicked Lord Shiva, how he has reacted. Once Bhrigu Muni went to Kailash and just criticized Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva wants to burn him. Reached to Brahma Loka and criticized Brahma. Brahma wants to burn him. But when he kicked Vishnu, Vishnu said, I think you are not hurt because my chest is made of stone. This is very hard. Your feet is okay. So Bhrigu said, oh, he's so merciful. And then he said, yes, Vishnu is the topmost God. Declaration by the Bhrigu Muni in Śrīmad Bhagavatam 10th canto it comes. But Lakshmiji become annoyed. She said, from now the Brahmanas will be without Lakshmi. So Lakshmiji cursed the Brahmanas. So Bhrigu Muni said, but Lord Vishnu is very happy from me. Whatever, I am not happy. So I am not going to be with Brahmanas' families. They will always look for money. So the Brahmanas will be poor people. So Bhrigu Muni said, do not worry. I will write so many Shastras, then all the Vaishyas, Kshatriyas and Shudras has to come to Brahmanas to get the mercy. And then he write astrology and Bhrigu Sahita. So that for getting the astrological information, Vaishyas, Shudras and Kshatriyas has to come, very great kings has to come to Brahmana's house, have to wait, give some Lakshmi and then get some information. So this was the revenge of Bhrigu Muni against Lakshmi Mata. That I will write Shastras, astrologies. Even in Shraddha, you need one Brahmana to feed. So it's the power of Brahmana. You need Brahmana for astrology, for guiding you in your life. For Shraddha Karma also you need a Brahmana. You can't feed to some other Varna. Though every Varna is equally potent in their fields, but certain things been kept properly for Brahmanas also. So it's like that. So this Brahmana was crying in tears. Mahaprabhu said, so you like the merciful nature of Krishna? He said, yes. So merciful Krishna is. That for his subordinate, for student, he became a charioteer. You are working in some organization. Will your boss sometimes wants you to drop you to your home if your cabs is not available or you are not having any vehicle? Your boss will not come. Yeah? So how the boss of the entire creation wants to serve as a student? This incident made me cry. So Mahaprabhu becomes so ecstatic. He took the Brahmana up and he embraced the Brahmana. So my Guru Maharaj used to explain in his katha that is the power of following the instructions of Guru Maharaj, that he could get Krishna as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his life. He did not went to Krishna. Krishna came to him. If you follow the instructions. Though he was not reading Bhagavad Gita properly, he was not understanding the Shastra properly, but he was following the instruction of Guru Maharaj. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna. Krishna came to see you. And this was a desire of Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj also. Do not try to see Krishna. Serve Krishna in a way that Krishna want to see you. Krishna want to see you. So, we have to follow the instructions of spiritual master. Guru, Anugatta service, seva. Without Guru Anugatta, without the serving to Guru, you cannot reach Krishna. There can be many Gurus, Shiksha Gurus, Bhiksha Gurus, Padpadarsha Gurus, Chaitya Gurus. So little service with sincere efforts will convince the Lord that one is a proper candidate for returning home. Little service with more dedication will convince the Lord. Yes, the service is a ticket to Golok Vrindavanda. Whatever service you do it with dedication. So Maharaj Pratap did not have a chance to meet Mahaprabhu, but when Lord saw the king was serving Lord Jagannath as a menial sweeper, Lord's mercy upon the king became a solid fact. So what was the reason? So it's written that previously this king has served. So where we have found the Krishna, the king has served, king being the topmost person, brooming the Jagannath Yatra road, still now we follow the same symptom of that Lord Jagannath. So Mahaprabhu become very happy from this menial service. Last time I found Bhavesh Prabhu cleaning the floor of the temple. So I was remembering that yes, he is like Pratap Rudra, cleaning the floors. And yes, I was remembering last year I came. So it's like that. So if we do menial services, though we are very great in knowledge, apna ke shreshtha hayya, first you become shreshtha, apna ke shreshtha hayya mane ati din, then you become humble. If you don't know anything and you say I don't know anything, Krishna said yes, you don't know anything. First you become great in knowledge, you know all the shastras, you know all the things, and then you do menial service, Krishna became very happy. Apna ke shreshtha hayya mane ati din, then you have to become humble. It's not about that you become humble means don't read Shastra. If you read it, ego will come. Don't preach, ego will come. So without ego should not come, so I will not read, I will not preach. It's not like that. You have to preach, you have to read, and then you have to become humble so that ego should not arrive.
Because of that, Prabhu did today Prabhupada's blessing.
Jai Prabhu. Prabhuji is amazing devotee. So I am inspired by Prabhuji. Yes. That kind of service attitude I should also get from you. That should be like that. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So I end up over here. Time is over. Any questions you can ask? Any questions regarding the topic? Anything? Yeah.
You mentioned about hearing from only Vaiṣṇava devotees.
Yeah.
Does that include all the four sampradayas, the Brahma, Rudra?
Sajatiya. Sajatiya means only from your sampradaya. Sajatiya, susnigdha. Susnigdha means person who is applying in his life. If you don't know anyone who is applying or not applying. And then Sutaha Varaha, who is hearing from the exalted devotees. Who has got Brahmanishta by hearing from his gurus, his acharyas. So when he speak, he will quote. Rupa Goswami says, Jiva Goswami says. He is not quoting any shloka, any acharya. He is just saying, according to me, I think we should do like this. According to me, you should be very humble. According to me, who are you? You are me means that you have never read or heard from some acharya. So that person is not good. Motivational speakers talk like this. And they give examples, analogies, books. Their own books are coming. They are very great people, but they are not quoting any acharya. Hare Kṛṣṇa. Sataho Varaha, who is following the great acharyas.
Thank you for the class. So how do we know that the bhakti creep is growing in our heart?
Yes. So bhakti creeper is growing in our heart. How can we know? So my Guru Maharaj used to say, answer how much we are getting away from the material desires. If we are getting away from the karma beach and the jnana beach, if my mind does not want much of the material opulences now, whatever I have earned from my past destiny, that's okay. That is there. Because of my past karmas, I am opulent, I am having this knowledge, this job, it's okay. But I am not desiring for it. More endeavors, extra endeavors. So that desire is reducing day by day. It means the creeper is growing. If that desire is not growing, so it means my creeper is not growing. The desire for spiritual enlightenment should grow. But this time this Kartika is coming. In this month of Kartik, I will read Bhagavatam every day, 20 pages, 30 pages, 50 pages. That desire is boiling inside and other desires are subduing, reducing. Then it is okay. But this desire is reducing. Prabhu, I know chanting last 10 years, but I heard one devotee saying you have to balance life. So I'm trying to balance, Prabhu. I'm earning because later on, who will take care of my kids? I have to earn a lot of money, lot of opulence. After all, I'm a grasta. Why don't you come to Gita classes, Prabhu? I read at home, but I don't get time. Huh? So there is a pastime of Gajendra and Graha. So the big elephant, Gajendra, was in a pond, and one crocodile, Graha, came up there. And he held the Gajendra's feet. And 1000 years the fight went on. And he was pulling inside and he was pulling outside. Later on, the power in the pond, in the water, crocodile was more powerful. He held the big elephant inside. All the people of the family left Gajendra. He alone remained. So, Acharya says, this graha in Hindi called as magar, magar. Says magar is in everybody's life. I wanted to come, Prabhu, to class magar. I want to read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, magar. Says magar is holding us. So this magar is holding every one of us. So when we reduce this magar, we dedicatedly follow, like this Brahman of South India followed his Guru Maharaj. We follow our gurus, Shiksha gurus, counselors, instructions as it is. So I'm not saying leaving the jobs or becoming full-time. I'm saying consciousness. And take out time, plan your life accordingly. The desire to read the Shastras, Prabhupada day and night wrote Śrīmad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita. So who will read? When we will understand, the life is very short. The time is passing away. So somebody who is increasing the desire for spiritual practices, creeper is growing. And somebody is reduced in this and entanglement outside is more, we can understand that. Yeah.
Yesterday you were saying that initiation is like getting into school.
Yeah, yes.
How long we should take time to get into the school, and then why Prabhupada took so much time to get into the school?
So, it is like that initiation is not about changing the name. If you go and read, there is a quote of Srila Prabhupada, initiation is a formality. The day when you surrender to the instructions of the spiritual master, you are initiated. So Prabhupada, when first met Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur in Ulta Dingi Junction, and Prabhupada said, I was my questions, all questions were answered by, first time I thought I'm lost in the war of Shastras, Slokas, because my Guru Maharaj thrown me away in the Shastras. So on that day I understood he will be my Guru and I will surrender my whole life. So it took 11 years. Srila Prabhupada was searching where he can meet. The time was slow. People could not get WhatsApp messages or YouTubes or Facebook's updates where my spiritual master is. They have to wait. He was in Grasta Ashram. And also he wanted to prepare his family that we will take together. But when time was passing away, family was not ready. So he thought, okay, time has come, I should move further. So he went to Mathura, meet his Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj said, this time whenever the Kartik will come, I will come to Prayagraj and I will initiate you there. So that's why sometimes because of certain circumstances we could not meet our Guru. It does not mean that we are not in the school. School means when you are surrendering to the instructions of spiritual master. You have chosen one Guru, you have taken the Pada Ashray, shelter, and now name will change, it can get 2, 3, 4 years, it's okay. But you are already following one person. It's not about that you are not following anyone. You are still searching whom should I surrender. So initiation is required. Mercy of Guru comes through initiation. Bhakti-latā-bīja comes through initiation. So we should go for initiation. Yeah, Hare Kṛṣṇa. Yes, any other questions? No, any approach.
Few questions, anyone from my end.
Please.
So the first one I have staying among the devotees. Like yesterday I was listening to your lecture. So growth over like bhakti-latā-bīja
Bij.
will be with association.
Of devotees, yes.
So it's kind of little challenge, not too much, if we sincerely do our services and being menial and being humble to all the things. But somehow it is little unadjustable somewhere, not all the time, somewhere. And then in that situation, like, of course, we can go to the devotee and then that devotee, oh, I'm not listening to you. I know the Shastras, but I listen to some senior devotees and we will discuss it later. So in that situation, should we bring out those things with some more senior devotees and sit together and discuss it, or should we avoid it completely and then?
According to me, avoiding is better. Because some concepts, if it is written in Shastra, we know have answers. Just be happy with what you know. Because we are not here for debates. If you debate, it will actually ruin our hearts. And we get complaints from other person, we'll have doubts for other person. Lord Ramchandra says to Shabri Mata, Sapne hu na dekho pardosa. So other person fault finding should not be even in the dreams. So what to talk about in front or physically. So when we debate people, we want to show someone lower and up as upper. So whereas devotion comes, humble means we have to be das and das. We can have lot of knowledge, but it does not mean that we show off that knowledge in someone. So that knowledge is with us. When we get a chance to preach, we will preach in that way. Why should we fight with some other person? It's good to be surrendered. According to me, ignoring is better. And for us, for our purpose, if we are confused, we can go to some other person and we can ask personally, not publicly. We can go and personally we can discuss that I am undergoing this problem. So what is your concepts about the Shastra? That will make your conceptions confirmed and then live your life happily. Do not disturb even others' life and your personal life. So just like that.
So thank you for explaining this one. Related to this one, when you discuss about enviousness. So enviousness these days, how devotees take the shelter of these YouTube channels and whichever, and then try to do something someone has already presented as per the Shastras. They're hiding their real motive of being envious, bringing up the Shastra, like one of the video which I've seen, 4.13. So Lord says, whoever follow the qualities become Brahmans. So in that contrary things, when the people have their own initiative of motive, defaming someone, of course you said we shouldn't be defaming anyone, whatever, whoever he is.
Obviously.
So they're bringing their own motive by hiding behind the Shastra. How should we see this one? Of course we should avoid these videos, we shouldn't be promoting because they are not the listener as you explained today. So how do we avoid these videos?
How to avoid the person?
How to avoid, like, they say something defaming someone and then taking the shelter of Shastra to hide their motive, being envious, but they are still in the society of ISKCON. They're still dissociating in between the society. How do you see this?
According to me, what I understand, Caitanya Mahāprabhu was a god himself. And when he was residing in Jagannath Puri Dham, we are talking about Caitanya Mahāprabhu, so I am giving an example. He is God himself. And Sarvam Bhattacharya is the head pujari of the temple. Caitanya Mahāprabhu being God and shown the Sadbhuj Roop to Sarvam Bhattacharya. So Sarvam Bhattacharya knows he is God. And Śrī Krishna himself is a god. And Jagannath is a god. And there are three devotees, disciples of Caitanya Mahāprabhu. One is Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, and third one is Haridas Thakur. They have connections in Muslim families. But Mahaprabhu is a god himself. He knows Vaiṣṇava is the topmost. If somebody is following Vaiṣṇava rules, and that's why Haridas Thakur is named as Namacharya. But Mahaprabhu never forced Sarvam Bhattacharya, please let three of my devotees enter in Jagannath Puri Dham. He is God. If he asks, nobody denies. Even the king, Prataparudra is serving. But no incidents you will find where Mahaprabhu giving instruction. Prataparudra, this Rupa Manjari and Lavang Manjari, Rup and Sanatan. And Haridas Thakur being the Brahma himself, let them go and have darshan of Jagannath. Never forced. So this shows we should never fall in any debatable situations. Whatever somebody is doing, ignore it as much as you can. If you go in proving yourself correct, other person wrong, so when we have some coal on our hands and we want to throw on somebody else, before it burns somebody else, it burns our consciousness. So better if something we are not liking, ignore it. And personally we can write it, Prabhu, I am not liking it, next time please don't do it. If you have relation. Because after all, yesterday we have discussed this human birth is rare. And out of the rarest human birth, being in Sanatan Dharma is rare. And being in Sanatan, being a Vaishnava is a rare. And being in the Sanatan Dharma rare, being in the Gaudiya Vaishnava is the rare of the rarest. And in Gaudiya Vaishnava, being in the ISKCON is the rare of the rarest. And in that ISKCON, Sajati are those who are following it, Satavara is rare of the rarest diamonds. So when diamonds come together, why to fight? We should respect everyone, love everyone. They are our God brothers. If somebody has done mistake, forgive him, forget that situation. How long we will stretch it? If you stretch a rubber band for long, it will break up. And we'll fall down somewhere. So, even somebody do mistakes, we should ignore. But if somebody have some perception for something, that is his perception, that is my perception. So no fight of perception should be there. We should ignore it as much as we can. That will bring a blissful life. So Mahaprabhu is saying, I am not debating. And every day Mahaprabhu has to bring prasadam from Jagannath Puri Dham, serve it to Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur is eating prasadam and never requesting Mahaprabhu at least one darshan, VIP darshan. No darshan.
The last question which I have regarding your Varnashram explanation, like there's categories and all. Like how we have passed the recently we call Pitra. Is it possible for us to feed the ISKCON devotees?
Yes. Even when Advaita Acharya, who is Mahavishnu and Sadashiv, in Chaitanya Charitamrita you will read it. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was invited by Advaita Acharya. But Mahaprabhu comes with always his Parshada, Bhakta Gane. So Mahaprabhu came with Haridas Thakur. And it was the Shraddha of Advaita Acharya's father. So Advaita Acharya offered a plate to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So because he was born in a Brahmin family, Jagannath Mishra family, and he was a God himself. And Advaita Acharya is Mahavishnu, knowing Krishna is supreme, Mahavishnu is expansion of Śrī Krishna. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested, give it the first plate to Haridas Thakur. But now Advaita Acharya, who is Mahavishnu, he is a Brahmana. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is born in a Brahmana. But Haridas Thakur is a Nam Acharya, born in a Muslim family. So Mahaprabhu gave a Siddhant there. So out of the 4 Varnas, if somebody become a Vaishnava, he is a topmost. He is a topmost. And if you offer your food to Vaishnava, in 5th canto of Śrīmad Bhagavatam, Krishna says, I accept food from the mouth of a Brahmana who is a Vaishnava and from the Yajna Kunda. There are 2 places from where I accept food. So that's why we say Swaha. Through the Agni Dev, it goes to the mouth of Shri Vishnu. Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu. It goes, the Yajna Kunda is the mouth of Shri Krishna and the mouth of a Vaishnava. So it's written in Śrīmad Bhagavatam, 5th canto. So when you receive some Vaishnava and give of good food to him, so it straight away goes to the mouth of, because Krishna says, Namo Brahman Devaya Go Brahman Tayacha, Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya. I respect Brahmanas too much. So which Brahmanas? Those who are following Shama, Dama, Tapaha, Shaucham, Shantir, Arjavam, Evacha, Jnanam, Vijnanam, Astikyam, Brahma, Karma, Svabhavacha. So by the karma, somebody becomes a Brahmana. So Varaha Puran says that in Dwapar Yuga, those were demons. They took the possibility of Kali Yuga, that in Kali Yuga people are ignorant about Shastras. So the demons of the Kali Yuga has taken birth in some of the Brahmin families. They are eating non-vegetarian food also.
Brahmins of the Dwapara Yuga.
No, the demons of the Dwapar Yuga has taken birth in the Brahmin family and they are eating non-veg now. You go to Bengal, you go to Bihar, we find some of the families of Brahmana. Even I come from a Mathura family of Brahmins, but people have taken services as military people. They have joined military. They are eating non-veg. They are drinking alcohol, but writing their name as Chaturvedis, Dubes, Trivedis. So the title is okay, but you have to live. This birth is very important because by the mercy of God, we have taken a birth in a Brahmin family. But that Brahmin also has to live up to that. If Kshatriya has taken a birth in a Kshatriya family and he became coward, what is the use of being a Kshatriya family? Kshatriya means you to be brave. Dhriti Daksham Shauryam, that is to be there. If Vaishya family, you are born in Vaishya family, you are only doing business. But what about Krishi, Gau Raksha, Vanijyam, Vaishya Karma Svabhavajam? You have to do 3 karmas. Gau Raksha, cow protection, Vanijyam, business, and Krishi, farming. These are 3 things Vaishya should do. So when all the qualities appear, then person becomes a Brahmana or a Vaishya or a Kshatriya or a Shudra. So only by the birth, if I say that I am Kshatriya, I am born in a Kshatriya family, what do? Prabhu, when dog barks, I get scared. What's the use of the Kshatriya? I am in a business, I born in a Vaishya family, mercantile family. What do, Prabhu? Prabhu, I work in IT software. But he is not doing business. He is not a Vaishya now. He comes under Shudra because Chaturvarnam Maya system, Guna Karma Vibhagasha. On the actions and qualities. Not only actions, qualities. Samaha, Damaha, Tapaha, Socham, Shantir, Arjavam, Evacha, Jnanam, Vijnanam, Astikyam, Brahmakam, Svabhajam. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, somebody who has developed these qualities is called as a Brahmana. So, if somebody born in a Shudra family like Haridas Thakur and having the qualities of a Brahmana, he can be considered as a Brahman. He can be considered. And somebody who is born in a Brahmin family and doing business, he is considered as a Vaishya on the qualities. So, it's like that. So, it's very, very clear that we can do Shraddha Karma to the Brahmana who has qualities of a Brahmana. In Puranas, this time in Pitru Paksha, I have gave so many classes on Pitru Paksha. There are some rules and regulations whom to be given a food Shraddha. If a Brahmana born in a Brahmin family and eating tobacco or some tobacco masalas or gutkas or something and saying that I will eat Pitra Paksha Shraddha, Purana says if he eats also, but in 15 days he should restrict and prohibit that I will not eat. Then only from that mouth Pitra will accept the food. He should have a permission only to accept food from one family per day. But in the greed of having more money as a dakshina goes to 5 places. So then out of the 5, none of the Pitras will accept food because he has broken the principle of accepting from one family. Then rule, he should follow celibacy, a Brahmana, for 15 days, then only the Pitras will accept. If it is a Kami, then how we Pitras will accept food from that person? So we don't know about the person whom we are feeding, he is Kami. So at least from devotees we are clear that they are following 4 everyday principles. They are chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa and they are not eating tobaccos and all. So they can be considered a good platform than other 4.
Just to ask a little bit more in regards to that Dwapara instance which you discussed. Where's the reference?
Varaha Puran. Prabhupada is writing in Śrīmad Bhagavatam purports, Varaha Puran, from Dwapar Yuga demons have taken, because of the ignorant of the Kali Yuga people, they have taken birth. I will give you that quote from Prabhupada in purport is writing. So just a minute. So because people are ignorant, so they say in Ramcharitmanas there is a quote called Puja hi vipra sakal gunhina shudra na puja ved pravina. Now these people are worshipping person who is born in a Brahmana, having no qualities as a Brahmana. Puja hi vipra sakal gunhina. No quality of a Brahmana but still to be worshipped. But does this mean, Tulsidas, does this mean this? Then the Tulsidas is contradicted to the 4.13. So Acharyas, Goswami Tulsidas is a reincarnation of Valmiki. And Valmiki is a great saint, cannot be contradicting to Vedavyas. So we have to do the samanvaya, the correlation between the Shastras. So this verse written by Goswami Tulsidas, Puja hi vipra sakal gunhina, means we have to worship a Brahmana even though he has no material qualities. He is not very educated, he is not very opulent, but he's all the qualities of a Brahmana, he should be worshipped. Shudra na puja ved pravina. He is a Shudra by qualities, he wake up 10 o'clock, he is a professor of analogies in Oxford University. But he sleeps 2 a.m., comes from home, he wakes up late, he don't do deity worship, he don't chant, but he knows all the Vedas. He's expert, he has done doctors in Veda philosophies. Shudra na puja Veda pravina. Though he is expert in Vedas, but he is not following the qualities of Brahman, should not be worshipped. This is the meaning. So people have quoted it. Though Brahmans, sometimes because I come from Brahman family, so when I tell them, they will not accept. Oh, no. We are Brahmanas. We should worship even we don't follow or not follow. It's not like that. We have to be Brahman and we have to follow it. So when I come to understand, I was working as a multinational professional in year 2006. When I read that Brahmana means Patan, Yajan, Dan, Pratigraha. You have to read Shastra, you have to make others read Shastras. You have to do Yajna, make others do Yajna. You have to accept charity and you have to give charity. When these 6 systems of a Brahmana, I said, what I am doing? I am a Shudra, I am working in a company, MNC. So I have to leave this. I have to become a Brahmana. So then I choose this path of reciting Bhagavad Gita.
अपने जीवन में भक्ति और शांति का संचार करना चाहते हैं तो देर किस बात की, जुड़िए हमारे YouTube चैनल कृष्णा टीवी से, जहां आपको मिलेंगे भक्तिमय वीडियोस, प्रेरणादायक भागवत कथाएं और अनमोल आध्यात्मिक ज्ञान। तो अभी सब्सक्राइब करें और हमें फॉलो करें एवं अपने प्रियजनों के साथ ये दिव्य यात्रा साझा करें और आध्यात्मिकता की ओर कदम बढ़ाएं। हरे कृष्णा।